Travel Michigan. Really happy to have you along with us today. I'm Dave Lorenz, along with Michelle Grinnell. And Michelle, we're staying up north, right?
We are. We're headed just up the road to Harbor Springs, and we are talking with Daniel DeWint, who is the Executive Director of the Harbor Springs Chamber of Commerce. And they have a great event coming up June 28th, the Harbor Springs Waterfront Wine Festival. So Daniel's going to tell us about that. But first, Daniel, Harbor Springs is a really great place, and we talk about it a lot, and it's known as a great vacation destination.
Sure.
But there may be folks across the state who haven't made it up there yet. So talk about when they come into downtown Harbor Springs, what they're going to find.
Well, we're a quaint little town nestled right along the lake shore. We have two bookends of resorts, the Harbor Point and Weequahic, and so we're surrounded by beautiful landscape and homes and lots of summer activities taking place and that we're gearing up for. As you mentioned, we're kind of kicking off the summer with Street Musique is a Thursday night event that goes from June, July, and August. It's from 7 to 9 p.m. We have a host of musicians and performers, street painters, magicians, things for children. That's, again, every Thursday night.
Is that like buskers, they're going to kind of be just on the street, or are they like in offices and things?
Positioned around the street, outside restaurants, along the waterfront. Of course, a free event that the Chamber helps organize and puts on.
Well, that's cool.
And then as you're coming into town, typical quaint little Main Street lined with boutiques, retail shops, restaurants. We've got lots of arts and culture here. And the Thursday, June 26th, we have a night of arts where we feature a lot of galleries and studios are opened up. It's kind of an open house and occurs with the first night of Street Musique, actually. So we celebrate the arts there. And then throughout the summer, we've got events that showcase our culinary, the restaurants, and all the history. We've got a lot of historical sites and museums that people can come and go through and visit to learn about the Native American heritage. And then beyond all that, again, back to our most treasured possession is our little harbor here in Little Traverse Bay. So there's a lot of boating activities, paddleboarding, kayaking. We've got a couple of local retailers that rent those. So easy access to the water. And then, of course, beaches running all along Little Traverse Bay and points north, white, sandy, pristine beaches to come. We hope the water warms up a little bit after this long winter, but and then, of course, a plethora of golf courses and anything you're really in the mood for. It's family-oriented, family fun. Come, relax, recharge, and we often speak about those generations after generations come here, and going back to the resorts that I hinted on. Families are coming back and making those experiences, reliving them.
That is one of those types of towns where people tend to come back for generation after generation because it's such a cute little town. And, kind of unlike Traverse City and Charlevoix and Petoskey, it's a little bit off the main path of US 31. As you continue to go north from, downtown Petoskey and you go through that Bayview area, you got to just take a slight little left. You go down this beautiful road, and then you end up in Harbor Springs, and it's quite a surprise and really quite a delight for people to check out.
Right, and as you're coming left, bearing left around from, we often talk about visiting the area, whether if it's going over to Charlevoix or Petoskey or down to Walloon and, of course, Harbor Springs, coming into our town, and then points north. We've got the beautiful tunnel of trees in M119 that you can drive north on and get beautiful vistas of the lake and go visit the local farmers market and have activities for kids there. Or common great place to go to is Legs Inn out in Cross Village. It's a traditional Polish restaurant, beautiful sunsets, and relaxed affair. The whole restaurant itself is built of stone with great driftwood, and just a unique experience that we often drive people to. And
like chair legs and table legs up on the roof.
And I was going to say, and legs.
Yeah,
of course.
Strange. It is a strange place with really fun food, that Polish food. Well, you mentioned the farmers market. I've been there twice for the farmers market. I think it's one of my favorite farmers markets in the state.
It is.
Is that like Saturdays, or do you have it on multiple days?
Wednesdays and Saturdays from 9 to 1, right downtown on Main Street. And there's, probably about 20 different vendors. You can get your local produce and fresh baked goods and meats and all that. And it's a great way to either come down during the week or start your weekend in the Saturday as you prepare to go boating or go to the beach or what have you.
Of course, restaurants, food, big opportunities to enjoy lots of great restaurants in Harbor Springs as well.
Absolutely, and we've got a few new restaurants opening in the area, so come experience Harbor Springs again, and the new ones too.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a new Tex-Mex place and brick oven pizza place that's just opened. So we've got lots of waterside dining, upscale and casual. So a little bit of everything for everyone, we like to say.
Speaking of waterside dining, you do have the Waterfront Wine Festival coming up Saturday, June 28th. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the 9th year of that.
Correct.
And what goes on for that?
Well, it's an opportunity where we invite a vast array of both national and international wineries, along with Michigan wineries, of which we've got a host of, all coming to showcase their products, of course. We've got Fatira Wineries, which is quickly becoming known for their award-winning unoaked Chardonnays. We've got Shady Lane Cellars. We've got our local Harbor Springs Vineyard and Wineries. They're part of Pond Hill, which are just out on the Tunnel of Trees and M119 there, and, of course, others. And in addition to showcasing those wines, we have local eateries and restaurants come and pair food for those wines. It's a tasting event. Tickets are on sale for $20 in advance and $25 day of. Last year was a sellout year, and again, in its 9th year, it's really taking off and really catering to those culinary tourists, and we've got live music that day and a great set of raffle prizes, from a getaway to Trout Creek condominiums here in Harbor Springs, some gift baskets and grab bags and other gift certificates. So a lot going on around that event, and of course open to the public, and as you said, June 28th, Saturday afternoon. And
right on the water?
Right down on the water. Right down. It's right next to the local municipal marina, and just a great backdrop for such an event.
Everything like in that big parking lot, basically?
It's actually on the lawn.
Oh, nice.
And you've got, again, the boats and the Harbor Point as your backdrop, so no prettier setting than
you're right there. It really is a beautiful place. Great setting for the Harbor Springs Waterfront Wine Festival coming up June 28th from 4 till 7 there on the lawn at the marina in downtown Harbor Springs. And seriously, you have to check out this town. If you've not been there, as Daniel mentioned, you need to check it out. It's a cool little place. I want to thank Daniel DeWint for joining us today, Executive Director of the Harbor Springs Chamber of Commerce. And for more information, just go to the website, visit harborsprings.org. And don't forget, that Waterfront Wine Festival coming up June 28th. Well, Michelle, there are a lot of great events happening all throughout the state.
There absolutely are, and I'm going to try to go through these quick because there are so many good ones. Yeah. Dearborn is hosting the Motor City Car Show and Go 39. It's the 39th annual car show and Go, and that is June 1st, again at Ford Motor Company World Headquarters in Dearborn. Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum and Whitefish Point Lake Station up near Paradise in the UP is hosting Lumber, Lakes, and Lighthouses with Michigan historian Robert Berg. Also up in the UP, we have the Baraga County Lake Trout Festival at the Lance Marina, June 7th. This is the 8th annual festival, and it happens to coincide with Michigan's Free Fishing Weekend, so definitely a great opportunity.
Go have a big cinnamon roll up there at the hilltop.
Nothing goes better with trout than cinnamon rolls.
Love it.
Petoskey hosts Petoskey Rocks June 6th. It is a game of human checkers, leapfrog style. I don't really know what that means, but
interesting.
I'm sure it's worth checking out. Kerwood Festival is going on in Owasso June 5th through the 8th, and Carson City Frontier Days is happening. This is the 42nd annual. That's going on the 5th through the 8th. And last but not least, actually, is the National Asparagus Festival up in Hart. It's going to celebrate West Michigan's famous crop with activities for all ages. So head to Michigan.org. This is just a small sampling of the many things happening across the state.
We have so many to pick, and then you mentioned something about a frog thing.
I mean, but it's Petoskey's Gas Lake District. It's beautiful. Go see people jumping each other.
Whatever. I don't want to know. Whatever happens in Petoskey stays in Petoskey, I suppose. That's a good thing. Well, we're going to find out what's happening at the state parks next. Camping season's here, right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at Michigan.org.